Hello and welcome back to another episode of Dungeon Stories. It is so good to be here playing Dungeons and Dragons with my friends again. Here at the top of the show, we would like to take a moment to say thank you to a few of our friends. We'd like to start with Roll20, of course, because Roll20 allows us to play D&D together in the first place. Thanks to Roll20, we can play online together on an online tabletop. We can all see the same map, and then I can edit the map and everyone can see it. And it's great. It's a great hosting place. It allows video and voice chat as well as a digital tabletop that everyone can see and interact with. So thank you to roll20.net. Next up, we'd like to say thank you to D&D Beyond because we use D&D Beyond for our character sheets. I have all of the source books digitally through D&D Beyond. As a DM, it's really helpful because I can make encounters and the entire party can see, and we can track initiative through that, and it makes running the game a lot smoother being able to do it through dndbeyond.com. So thank you to D&D Beyond. And then finally, thank you to Hero Forge. HeroForge.com is a great place where you can make custom miniatures for your D&D game or any role-playing game because they have genres available on Hero Forge, including fantasy, sci-fi, modern, western, basically any kind of role-playing game that you would want to play. Hero Forge has you covered. You can make a custom miniature, and that is where we get these gorgeous character tokens that you see on screen. So thank you to Hero Forge.
God bless.
And with that out of the way, my name is Norin, and I am your Dungeon Master.
I'm Azel. I'm the human monk.
I'm Jenny playing Alondra, the elf paladin.
And I'm Michael playing Aaron, your half-elf, half-dwarf wizard.
All right, so let's go ahead and recap what happened last time, shall we?
No.
It's been a couple weeks. So last time that we delved into the world of Thakos, the party, that's you three, were traveling from the town of Rubbleton to the city of Cobble. You're hoping to track down the Elfrona sisters. They're a group of traveling merchants. And usually they make a circle from, let me double check, from Rubbleton down to Bloom's Edge and up to Cobble. And then from Cobble to Rubbleton, and they make that circle. You're hoping that by going in the opposite direction, you'll be able to intercept them and meet them halfway, because some children have been going missing, and you have reason to believe these sisters might have a part to play in this. So, you have been traveling from Rubbleton to Cobble. On the way, you encountered a group of kobolds here in this hill here where the road comes. You were jumped by these kobolds who were yelling at you to get away because they had found it first. They wanted you to leave. They were claiming it as their territory, and they jumped you, began attacking you. And the fight was probably a little tougher than we may have bargained for. During the battle, Aaron was slain by a Scale Sorcerer's chromatic orb. But Finthobaran, your deep gnome friend, called out to Yrnavum, the god of fate and destiny, claiming that it was not Aaron's time. Aaron still had more. Aaron had a larger part to play. And so with the power of Yrnavum, Finn traded his life for Aaron's, reviving him. But, of course, ending his own life in the process. The kobolds put up a fierce fight, managing to knock each of the party members unconscious at least once. But the last of the kobolds was slain. Alondra was unconscious but stabilized. And after getting Alondra into a survivable state again, Azel went and kind of mourned by Finn, mourning his friend, contemplating, and Aaron contemplated what he saw in his brief glimpse at depth. So when we come back into the world of Thakos now, you are in this site, so you can see the road travels eastward still. And there is this hill that rises upwards I believe I said about 15 feet up was the side of that wall here. And up at the top of this hill, well, let me do this first. Alondra, while you are still unconscious,
Yeah.
you once again are visited by, at this point, I would say a familiar form. Very tall, light sky blue skin, flowing white hair, kind of fins running up the forearm, webbed feet, webbed hands. This is Torrent, the god of the sea, the god of exploration. You see him once again. You are kind of floating in the ocean, kind of treading water, but not in a
Okay.
dangerous way. You feel relaxed in this moment. You feel kind of at home here. This isn't like stranded at sea. This is like relaxing vacation, kind of in a temperate pool.
Right.
There aren't waves, it's kind of cool, calm water. And Torrent is kind of hovering probably about a foot above the surface of the water on this cloud of steam that has gathered at his feet. And he's kind of looking down at you. And he says, well, it looks... Well, I can't sugarcoat it. It looks like you kind of got your ass kicked a little bit out there, doesn't it?
God no.
Yeah, you could say that, yeah.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us. Trust me. We've all been there, and we'll all be there again. I'm sure of it. That's just all part of the journey, You can't get from point A to point B without a little bit of bumps and scrapes along the way.
Yeah, that's very true. I wish you would have told me that the first time we met each other.
Well, I thought it was implied, but, as I said, it happens. But I noticed something. It seems that you are getting more powerful.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know if I feel that way right now, considering
Well, I mean that's fair. You did get
almost
beat up.
die.
You did get beat up by a couple of kobolds, so. But
Yeah.
the point is, we're in this together now. I'm here to help you out. And I might be able to help a little bit more than I have been. So I would like you to tell me. Obviously, I have my own ideas, but I would like to hear it from you. What is it that you're looking for? What are you after? What do you want, Alondra?
She her eyes get serious as different images cross through her head. The final moments with Respin, and seeing how in the following days it seemed that they mourned him for one day, and then the city that she was from forgot about him afterwards. And seeing Aaron die and Ace almost die, and all this connecting to magic and the kids that are missing. And she turns to Torrent and she says, I want vengeance. This world is filled with people who have taken the gifts of their gods and are misusing them. And that's just not right. I want to restore order.
I see. And when you say order, when you say vengeance, what satisfies this for you? When will you know you're done?
When I get the courage to go back to, when I go back, when I'm strong enough and courageous enough to go back and face my father.
I see. Well,
Goddamn.
I believe I can offer you something. I have an oath, if you are willing to swear it to me and hold true to it and to its tenets, then I can deliver to you extra strength to achieve this goal of yours, to help you find the courage to face your father again and achieve the goals that you're after.
I'd very much like that, but what's in it for you? Why me? Why did you decide to save me while I was at sea?
Well, what's in it for me? For one thing, a champion. You seem capable. We seem to be of like mind for the most part. You seem to treasure you have a heart of exploration. You look forward to seeing what's next. You were willing to strike off across the ocean with not a ton of prior knowledge of sailing, and you're willing to take that step and that risk, and that's something that I admire fully. As far as what I get out of it, I'll have you in the world as a vassal, as someone at my service. There might be times that I will ask tasks of you, ask favors of you, and I would hope that you would agree to take on these tasks, as I believe it's only fair in exchange for the power that I'll be granting you. I hope to learn through your eyes. I hope to live vicariously through you on your journeys. The position that I'm in as a leader alongside Alanoa, it does not afford me as much time to explore and sail as I'm used to. So through you, I hope to carry out those dreams. You seem to be on a path that is leading you traveling already, and that has been thrilling for me to experience secondhand. So I hope to continue that as well.
Well, thank you. And yes, I would like to take this oath. And you can count on me for any missions you may have for me, because as stubborn as I may be sometimes, everything that's happened to me ever since I left Keldor is because of you. I don't know if I would have survived the sea if you hadn't rescued me.
I don't know if you would have either. But that's why I stepped in.
He's honest.
Well, if you are ready, Alondra, to swear this oath, allow me to read you the tenets of this oath.
Swear it.
And should you agree to the 4 tenets that I shall present you with, then
Okay.
you can consider the oath sworn, and I will grant you more. So, the first thing that I ask of you, Alondra, is to fight the greater evil. If you are faced with the choice of fighting When faced with the choice of fighting your sworn foes or combating a lesser evil, you must choose the greater. No mercy for the wicked, Alondra. Ordinary foes might win your mercy, but your sworn enemies, those who you are claiming vengeance against, do not. You will achieve this by any means necessary. Your qualms can't get in the way of exterminating your foes. And finally, the fourth tenet I ask you to swear by is that of restitution. If your foes wreak ruin on the world, it is because you failed to stop them. You must help those harmed by the misdeeds of your enemies. To these four tenets, fighting the greater evil, no mercy for the wicked, by any means necessary, and restitution, do these four tenets sound agreeable to you, Alondra?
Yes.
Then with that, welcome to the Oath of Vengeance, my friend.
Yes.
Goodness.
And with that, Alondra, you wake up coughing and sputtering. You have 1 point of exhaustion.
Understandable.
And you have sworn the Oath of Vengeance.
Yeah.
Nice.
So at the end of last episode, everybody, we leveled up to level 3. So everyone has subclasses now. And also, Azel and Alondra hit 3 piety points, which has gained them access to the first trait on their piety track. We're borrowing the piety system from Mythic Odysseys of Theros. So that's a great supplement to check out. If you're interested in that, it's awesome. So, now, here on this hill, as just a recap here, at the top of the hill, you can see a statue of an imposing humanoid figure. It's missing everything above its shoulders. However, even without its neck and head, the statue stands about 7.5 feet tall. Its right arm is extended out to the side, kind of at a 90-degree angle here. And there's a snake curling up its arm, starting at the wrist. Looks like it's crawling up toward its shoulder, kind of wrapped around it, so its head is probably about at its elbow, maybe a little bit up its bicep. This figure also wears a satchel strung across its chest. The bag of the satchel is resting on the stone figure's left hip. This is what the kobolds were defending so staunchly, though at this moment in time you haven't taken a good look at it to understand why. But Alondra, you are conscious again. Azel and Aaron, you've kind of taken some time to yourself to reflect on the events that had occurred. But the three of you are kind of regrouped, obviously battle weary. What's up? What would you like to do?
I think as Alondra approaches, Azel's gonna look over and Alondra, how are you feeling?
As best as one can after almost dying, but I feel like I'm gonna be sore. How are you doing though? You were in the same predicament I was.
I'm fine.
That's like the least amount you've ever talked.
Well, we have been through a lot. A lot today.
That's true. I mean, you were dead, right?
I think that's what you'd call it.
How are you doing?
I've seen better days, but I will survive.
Do you see anything over there? What?
On the other side?
Oh,
Or
I
over
was
here?
talking over where you're standing. I would like to hear about your death experience, but
Perhaps that can wait for another time. Um, yeah, Norn, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll ritual cast detect magic, and I'd imagine that I probably that's just kind of like why I came over here. So yeah, let's cast a detect magic.
as he's doing that, Norm, can I start looking around for like wood to create like a bonfire?
Oh yeah, yeah. There's plenty of that around.
Sweet.
Twigs and dry brush and branches off the trees. There's plenty of wood for a fire.
Okay. I want to start like I'm just gonna start gathering wood and making like a burn pile.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy to do, and I believe most adventuring packs come with a tinder box. Do you have one in your inventory?
I believe so. Let me take a... Yep, I do.
Okay, fantastic. Yep, you can get a fire going pretty easy.
Sweet. Yeah. After that, I'm gonna start walking back towards Thin's body before I start the fire.
Okay. Alondra, anything that you're doing in the 10 minutes Aaron begins to ritual cast detect magic?
Just for the heck of it, she's gonna cast a divine sense, where she's just detecting any good or evil within 60 feet, so any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay.
Or anything affected by the hollow spell.
Okay. Yeah, nothing pings on your senses.
Okay.
There does not seem to be anything of that type nearby.
That's
Sweet.
good.
And then after doing that, she'll probably follow Azel to Finn's body.
Okay. And then what's the plan? I assume it's hitting the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can get that ready.
Yeah,
You can lay it on top.
Yeah. Have like a little ceremony.
Okay. Yeah, you can get that prepped. You can lay him out and set that up. Meanwhile, while the two of you are taking care of that, Aaron, you are ritually casting detect magic.
Yeah.
As you're doing it and like trying to concentrate, there is a voice in your head. The voice of Avaros, and he is saying he's basically kind of just talking in your ear pretty much the whole 10 minutes that you're doing it. And he is like he's saying, I sense that this statue is, well, I think that whatever those beasts were after here, I don't think they fully grasped its importance. And seeing as how they were able to best you, maybe you don't either.
Well, that's a pretty clear sign.
So I did when I came over here, I dragged the body of the kobold and like set it up against that thing. So I will like gesture towards the body and say, at the end of this fight, I am here, and this kobold lies dead at this statue's feet. If you
And
choose them, you can have them, but I still stand.
you stand because the short one lies over there on that pile of twigs. Don't fool yourself into thinking that had anything to do with your prowess.
Damn.
That may be true, but fate has certainly smiled more fondly upon me, for better or worse.
You get to lay on hands because that burn looks sick.
Okay. Yeah, so then the the rest of the time ticks by. You get through the ritual despite Averross's distraction, um, and you pop
Freaking
the
punk.
yeah. Your detect magic pops off. Your eyes begin to glow, and this like blue smoke kind of like pours out of the sides of them. Taking a look at the statue itself does not seem to be magical, but oh man, the statue itself does not seem to be magical, but there are four little spots that kind of light up here. Five, I suppose. So there are four, one in front of each staircase leading up to the podium here. So on the east, north, west, and south sides of the kind of raised podium that the statue is on, there are kind of carved into the stone, you can see are these locks. They look like keyholes. And they are carved into the stone here. And then the fifth spot that you can see is in between the legs of the statue, in the center of this platform. You can sense that there's something there. You can't see what it is that's glowing, but you get a sense from the center of that platform there.
Okay. And there's nothing else in the area that look to be that way.
On the body of the sorcerer kobold, there is a glow from inside of his pack.
Okay.
How convenient.
Yeah, then I'll go explore that.
Okay. You were able to find in there a piece of parchment that is rolled up pretty tightly and bound with string on either end. Seems to be a scroll of some kind.
Ooh, fancy.
It's
And
To Kill a Mockingbird.
this scroll contains
Oh,
the second level spell Knock.
No.
So you have a spell scroll for the spell Knock.
Okay. Do I get the impression that like these keys would be able to be unlocked through that spell scroll? Is that like the kind of like key lock, or is it like some sort of magical thing that needs an element to it?
Why don't you roll me an Arcana check?
Sure thing. I'm good at this. It's a 21.
21, okay.
Heyo.
Yeah, not bad. So, with a 21, you kind of walk back over. You're carrying the scroll with you. You walk back over to the statue, and you begin to kind of give it a little bit of a closer examination here. So there are those four keyholes, like I said, each of them located on a different side of the statue. In front, so the statue is facing to the east, so that will be the front of the statue is here on the east side of the map. So in front of him, behind him, and then on his left and right side. Each keyhole looks to have a different animal carved into the stone kind of above it. These include a bat, which is on the back side of him, a snake on the front side, a spider on his left, and a wolf on his right side. you get the sense that these locks require something more than just a knock spell.
Okay. And then the thing in the middle, that's not like a lock, right?
No, so looking at
That's something
that,
else.
you can see it looks like some sort of compartment. Like it looks like the stone there slides away, but it seems to be magically sealed, and that looks like you can see there's like a small, almost flathead screwdriver looking instrument by it and a bunch of scratch marks around it. That looks like what the kobolds were fiddling with when you first arrived, but they obviously have not cracked the code.
I didn't take the blue pill.
Okay. I think I'm going to try something. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to cast Augury to start talking with that like patron again.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast Augury. It says, by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying out ornate cards, or employing some other divining tool, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses the following possible omens: weal for good, woe for bad, weal and woe for good and bad, or nothing. So pretty much you need to kind of tell me how it will go trying to open up this. I'm consulting again, hoping to be able to get some more information about the pursuit of unlocking this, if it's something possible or not.
Okay. Yeah. And what instruments do you have? What are your divining instruments?
Yeah, so I've got a set of bones that have just kind of been carved. They're little small bones, and they're just kind of carved and inlaid with a little bit of gold on them. And they kind of have like some scrimshaw kind of style etchings on them. So I'm taking those and kind of tossing them around back and forth, seeing the different effects that they have.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin to mutter an incantation. You kind of clutch the bones in between your palms. Your eyes kind of flash, and this colored smoke begins to pour out from your in between your hands, and then you toss the bones on the ground and they roll, and then these scrimshaw carvings in them light up in a pattern that you can interpret as wheel.
Okay.
And like half of the woe pattern is illuminated.
Okay, so more wheel, 2/3 wheel, 1/3 woe.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I know this must be possible. And what the kobolds were fiddling around with, that's not like, I don't get the impression that that was like actually a part of something. I just get the impression that they were just goofing around trying to open it.
The tool that they were using to open it seems like something of their make. It does not seem tied to this instance. Elandra and Azel, you guys have Finn kind of set up, and you see Aaron kind of poking around the statue, investigating it, looking like he's trying to figure things out. So you two can feel free to jump in too if you have any ideas or suggestions.
If they're not too busy, I definitely would call out to them and say, I could use some help. This may be good for us.
What is it you need help with?
I explain the 4 locks around here, and explain that this has to open somehow. I don't know how. It's kind of blocked me at every path. But I do have this spell scroll, and these are the locks at the four sides. So we just need to be able to figure out what might trigger these locks to be able to gain access to whatever the statue holds.
What were the animals again?
I think it
There
was a
was-
spider or bat.
Yeah. So a
Sneak.
bat is on the back side of the statue. A snake is in front of him. A spider is on his left side. And a wolf is on his right side. And they are just little carvings, probably about the size of the palm of your hand, carved, etched into the stone platform that the statue is on, above the keyholes, which are also engraved into the keyholes are placed in this stone platform. Again, the statue, he has his arm out with the snake up it, and he has a satchel on his body.
Can I actually really quickly use my stone cunning dwarven ability to do a history check related to the origin of stonework?
Yeah, man, go for it. Go ahead and
Okay.
make a history check with advantage for me using your
Yeah, this is
your
like
stone cutting.
advantage, and it doubles my proficiency. So
Yeah, go for it.
this is like, well, that's good. The first one's a natural 1. So
Ooh.
oh, and the next one's a 3.
Dude, we're in,
Okay, well the next one's a
We're in
3 for
good
a total of
hands.
17 though.
Shit.
Oh yeah, because
Oh.
it doubles your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, thank goodness.
All right, well, with a 17, this statue is very old. This looks to be probably first or second generation of deity, which means it is probably a little over 1,000 years old. You get the sense that this statue currently does not represent what it was originally meant to. It looks like there were symbols at one point on the base of this that have been tampered with and altered, and the kind of iconography and the way that the statue has been treated and the mystery surrounding it, it feels familiar to you. It seems that the purpose that this serves now is probably related to Severant.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
You also
good to
learn
know.
that the satchel is hollow.
Okay. Is there an opening to it?
The way that it's carved, the bag is closed, so there isn't an opening necessarily, but you can tell kind of by poking around that it is hollow inside of that satchel.
Okay. Well, perhaps something we can do here will unlock the satchel in some way.
You think the satchel can be broken?
Why don't you use the tool to break it open?
I do have jeweler's tools, tinker's tools, alchemist supplies. Got a lot of tools, but
As Aaron's sifting through his bag for material, can Azel just walk up and try to punch it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Hazel, make...
Just try to like break it?
Yeah, go ahead. I suppose make an unarmed strike.
Sweet. That's gonna be 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, fantastic. So you walk up and just kind of like pull back and like palm strike this stone, and it sends these spiderweb cracks around it, and then the stone, you're able to kind of bump it a couple more times, and create this opening, and you can see now inside of this hollow statue there are 4 keys inside.
There we go.
All right.
Now each of Hazel, as you pull out these 4 keys,
Oh fuck! He's breaking out the.
Oh, they have skulls.
yes, they each have a skull on the ends of them.
Damn it!
And they each have a different number of teeth. So one
What
of
are
the
they-
keys, one of the keys has 3 teeth. One of them has 4. One of them has 5, and the other has 6.
Okay, what were the animals again?
Spider, bat, snake, wolf.
Okay.
Azel will retrieve the keys and then kind of like turn around and like can convey like what he's observed so far about the number of teeth on the keys. And while he's doing it, he's gonna very blatantly, and as everybody might have figured, they kind of look like skulls on the end of them.
Thank you,
It appears
Hazel.
so.
Much appreciated.
Spider,
Wow.
bat, snake, wolf.
Don't spiders have 6 legs? Or is it 8?
8.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought that
I thought
might
it
be
was
it,
six.
but
How many eyes do they have? 6?
no, I thought it was 8.
Damn it.
I don't think there's any creature that has 3 eyes.
Um,
I'm gonna cast minor illusion of the snake over the snake icon. Does that do anything?
No, it does not. You kind of wave your hand, and this snake appears on the platform, like curled up exactly over in the same shape as the carving on the base. Nothing happens, and Avaros just chuckles in your head.
Well, I mean,
So it increases by 1 each time.
Yes.
On the keys, yes. Yeah. 3 through 6 on the keys.
can I further investigate the individual icon, or like can I investigate just the spider itself?
What are you looking for?
Just like a sign, I guess. Like see if there's anything on the icon itself, or if it's just a plain spider.
Okay. Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Oh dear God. That's a 2.
Oh.
A 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are not able to deduce anything. It's pretty well carved. It looks like it's maintained its shape pretty well, despite being the rest of the statue being pretty weathered. But other than that,
Yeah.
looks like
Hazel's
a spider.
gonna walk up to the icon and he'd be like, "There's no skull on this thing."
I'll try and put the 3-pronged into the snake.
Okay. Roll a d4 for me.
Oh.
Norn, I swear, if you have me break this. 4.
4, okay. As you place the key with 3 prongs into the keyhole with a snake above it, there is a flash, and suddenly you are surrounded by 4 giant poisonous snakes.
Freaking kidding me? Well, it's snakes, so maybe that means we did it right.
No.
Dang it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron. Are these your little illusion things, or are these real?
These are real.
Oh.
boy.
Well then. A little spicy.
Oh.
I will say that
See,
each of you can get the benefit of a short rest before we dive into this.
Oh, great.
So you
okay,
can
good.
you can roll some of your hit die if you need to, and then Aaron, I think you can arcane recovery a spell slot back.
yeah, let me... Arcane Recovery, where's that? Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, because you guys had been there for a little while. You had to wait at least an hour for Alondra to pop up anyway, so definitely had enough time for a short rest.
1d8 plus 3, baby. Okay. So I get 7.
Are they like surrounding me or
Surrounding the group.
surrounding the group?
Can you guys see the tokens on the map that I put out
Yes.
there?
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay.
They're camouflaged.
Yeah. So these are giant poisonous snakes, so I believe
Shit.
they're medium beasts. So they're about like 6 feet long, 6 or 7 feet long.
Ah,
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Oh, great.
man, what is up with Aaron and his crappy initiative?
Ooh!
Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
That's pretty good.
All right. So 13 from Azel, 10 from Aaron, and 21 from Alondra.
Dun, 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 dun.
And a 36 for the snakes.
Dude, don't you even lie about that, man.
Okay. So Aaron, you take the key with 3 teeth. You put it into the snake lock and you try to twist it. And as you do, there's this like shunk and this like kind of magic force that shunts the key out of it. Kind of
Okay,
knocks
so it
you
didn't work.
back on your butt a little bit, and there's this flash of light, and all of a sudden you hear like thump 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 thump, and you look around, and all of a sudden there are 4 snakes surrounding you, really long, and they're hissing at you, and they are raring and ready to go. Alondra, you are up first.
I am up first. Okay. Okay. There's a snake right next to me, right?
There is. It's about 10 feet away from you.
10 feet. Okay. I will move over that rock thing and I will hack at it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack against this snake.
That is a 21 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Sweet. That is 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna turn around and hit it again with my sword.
Okay, sure.
And that is a natural 20.
Okay,
Heck
fantastic.
And that is 12 piercing damage.
Ooh, gnarly. Okay. So you take your rapier, you come up, and you give it a good stab, and then you slash almost like a golf club and just cut this guy right in half.
He's dead?
You have taken care of one of those snakes.
Oh, cool. And then with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna move Do I do it? I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20 back behind this one to hopefully give Azel some advantage.
Okay, great. Azel, you're up next.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move 5. I'm going to just get like a small little sprint going, and I'm gonna try to like stomp on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make an unarmed strike with advantage because you're flanking with Alondra.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay. That's gonna be
Nice.
23 to hit,
Oh, definitely hits.
and then that is 6 damage.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna stomp on it again with my bonus action.
Okay. Bonus action unarmed strike.
Yeah. 14.
That hits it. Go ahead and roll damage again.
And that's 7 damage.
7 damage. Awesome. So you come up and you give 2 good stomps on this thing, and it just kind of splits open and splats. You've got
Sorry, friend.
snake juice kind of up your boot, and
Yum.
yeah,
Yummy.
save that for later. That was a delicacy. You could take Finn's recipe for snake and cook it up in honor of him.
Yeah. I think Azel. So I still have 35 feet of movement. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, and then if I go one more time, that's 20, right?
It alternates 5 and 10 on the diagonals.
Okay. Well, I think I have enough to go right here because I started here. Sorry, I did not keep track of where I was. 5, 10, 15,
You can get
20,
behind
25.
the snake. Yeah, you can get behind the snake. I think
Yeah.
that's a total of 30 or 35 to get there.
Oh, hold
So-
on. Wait a minute. Where's that ruler tool or the measuring tool?
Oh,
Whatever. But I get behind the snake and I'm gonna give.
Yeah, you got it.
Easy. Easy. Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of follow Alondra's lead and get behind the snake.
Okay, great. All right, after you, it is the snakes. That snake is going to move toward Aaron, and it is going to come slithering at you and dart up, and it's going to try and bite you, Aaron.
Okay.
That's going to be a natural 20.
Oh.
Sweet!
Oh.
10 points
We
of
just-
piercing damage.
We just can't win these, man.
This is the second time I've been hit with like a natural 20 in the past like hour.
Yeah. 10 points of piercing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Okay, you're fine. He bites into you. You can feel the poison start to pulse through, but your dwarven blood kicks in and says, "Not today."
Not today.
All right.
Not today.
And then this snake here is going to lunge up and try and get you, Hazel. That's going to be a
friend.
12 to hit.
It doesn't.
It launches at you, and you kind of like bring your hand down and just kind of guide its head away from your body. And that is the snake's turn. Aaron, it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. Flanking doesn't work with spells, right?
Unless it's a melee attack. Like a melee spell attack.
Oh.
Well, I can cast Identify. That's a touch. But I think I know that this is a snake. So, yeah, so what I'm going to do, I will break. Yeah, I will cast Magic Missile at this snake that is flanking me. Actually, yeah, let's go with a Chromatic Orb instead.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh,
I'll
okay.
step it up a little bit. I will cast a Chromatic Orb at this snake right in front of me, and I am going to have this do some righteous thunder damage.
Fantastic. Is that a save or a ranged spell attack?
That is a 16 for a ranged spell attack. Actually, yeah, that's a ranged spell attack.
Okay. A ranged attack against a creature in melee is disadvantaged, but you can shoot the one behind you that's in front of Azel
Is
if
it?
you'd like.
Yeah, then that will target the one behind me.
Okay.
That's a much better move there.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your radiant damage against the snake by Azel.
All right. Ooh, not bad. That is 13 points of damage.
Oh,
Hey.
fantastic. You pull out your little gem and you hold it out, turn around, and it glows with this kind of like gray silver light, and there's a burst of sound like a boom crack of thunder, and this wave strikes out and hits this snake, and it's just kind of like balloons up a bit and bursts as it gets struck by the thunder damage.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, yeah, and that's my turn because I do not want to move.
Fantastic. Elandra, it is your turn.
Okay, she's gonna move 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and get behind the snake that bit Aaron and is going to attack it with her rapier.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Okay, 24 to hit.
Yes.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 11 piercing damage.
All right, with 11 piercing damage, you come running over, skewer it, and you kind of lift up your blade. You get the snake like right in the mouth, and as you lift it up, it kind of slides down and envelops the blade, and then you give it this like whip off to the side and send the body kind of rolling. As you defeat the last snake, the 4 bodies of them all kind of just like fade out of existence. So there aren't any snake bodies lying around anymore.
Well, we can assume the key you used was not right for this one.
I think so.
Or maybe it was. Aaron, can I see the keys?
What do you plan to do?
Just a working theory. Trust me on this.
Oh,
Azel's
brother.
gonna hold out his hand.
Yeah, I'll give him the keys, but I am definitely ready in Firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, get ready. I'm gonna go over to the icon with the spider, and I'm gonna take the key with 6 teeth on it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to unlock it like Aaron did.
Okay. And that was the one with 6 teeth?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take the key with 6 teeth, you place it into the lock, and you give it a turn like Aaron did. And it completes a rotation, and there is a click. You have unlocked one of the locks.
I think I got
Not
it.
bad.
Okay.
Wait, did it click with you, Aaron?
No.
Let me try another one. I'm gonna take the key with 3 teeth, and I'm gonna put it into the wolf one and give it a turn.
The one with 3 teeth?
Yeah.
As you put the key with 3 teeth into the wolf keyhole, you go and give it a turn, and there's a shoomp, and it is shunted out. You are kind of knocked on your butt, and all of a sudden 4 wolves I sorry. Roll a d4 for me.
I do have firebolt ready.
I have my rapier ready.
2.
Two.
Okay.
2 wolves appear.
Well, it didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Trying to find a wolf
Of course.
token. There we go. That guy's like howling.
Oh!
He's kind of funny looking, shrunk down into that square.
Just a little bit. Let's see. I see. Oh, there's the other one.
Oh, there it is. Here, Wolfie, Wolfie.
Oh. Shit.
You have unlocked one of the locks.
That's good. We can do this all day.
Oh my god. Another episode at the same place.
Trying to unlock the same puzzle. Okay, Aaron, you have readied Firebolt. Which one of these would you like to attack?
I'll definitely attack the one that's closest to me.
Everyone go ahead and roll initiative. Aaron, I'll have you roll for the Firebolt after we get the initiative order settled.
Ooh, not bad.
I killed it.
Okay. So for initiative, it looks like we've got Azel with a 24, Alondra with a 17, and Aaron with a 26?
I got a 15. That was to hit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, like, damn, he outclassed them up.
Yeah, I was like,
Sorry.
wow, that is a radical change from what we're used to here.
Yeah, I would tell you if I got that good. So.
Okay, so you were attacking this one, the one closest to you, with a Firebolt, and you got a 26 to hit it.
Yes.
That definitely hits him. Go ahead and roll your fire damage.
Okay, that is 5 damage.
All right, fantastic.
Pretty good.
As the wolves appear, you were sort of half expecting it.
Something.
With it ready, you had it like crackling. They appear, and instinctively you just send out this burst of flame, and it strikes into the wolf like right as its paws touch the ground, and it just. That was a bad wolf noise. Okay, so after that, we'll move into initiative order. Azel, it's your turn.
Okay. Do I get the sense that I can talk the one of the this wolf down?
Make a
Like
Animal ability.
make an insight check for me to see if you can deduce whether he can be talked down or not.
okay.
I have a feeling no. But I'm excited to see
Yeah,
how this
it's a
turns out.
6.
You don't get any feeling. You're not sure. You can feel however you'd like about it, but you have no empirical evidence pointing you one way or the other.
Okay. Well, then in that case, Azel's gonna run up, and he's gonna kick this wolf in the gut.
Okay, go ahead and roll for gut kick.
Hell yeah, brother! Yay! Oh, 13.
That just barely hits.
We out here. 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You come running up and you give just a swift kick to the gut on this wolf. And it kind of like whimpers as it like backs away, and then it turns and starts growling and gritting its teeth at you.
Okay, friend, I warned you. I'm gonna do bonus, or I'm gonna spend a Kai point to do flurry of blows.
Go for it. 2 more attacks.
Hell yeah! So here we go. That one's an 18 to hit,
Okay, go ahead, roll damage.
and another 6 points.
Fantastic. So you give that one another swift kick, and just like the snakes, it kind of puffs away in a cloud of smoke.
Cool. Then Azel's gonna run up. Another 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's gonna do another kick to the gut on this wolf
Go for it.
with his last flurry of blows. 18 to hit again.
Fantastic. Go ahead and
Ooh.
roll your damage.
So another 6.
Nice. This was a 2-for-1 deal. You come running up and give this wolf a nice strike, and it also disappears. These ones didn't have a chance even to get an attack off on you
Nice.
guys. Way to
Thank
go.
goodness.
Sorry, I made the problem. I'll handle it.
That's fair.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
So you have defeated the wolves now. What's
So
the
we
next
know
step,
that
friends?
the snake and the wolf doesn't let the key of 3 teeth in, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna put the 3 in the bat.
Okay. You
Smart.
put the key with 3 teeth on it into the bat. You give it a twist, and it clicks. You have unlocked a second one of the locks.
Sweet. Okay.
Hello?
So the key with 6 teeth unlocked the spider. The key with 3 unlocked the bat. You have remaining the key with 4 and the key with 5.
Azo, can I see the key with the 4 teeth?
I'm
Here you
ready
go.
in a firebolt, that's for sure.
Okay.
Alondra's gonna go up to the wolf one and turn the key.
And you have which key?
The 4.
4, and you put it in wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you go ahead and you put the key with 4 teeth into the wolf lock. Give it a twist. And it clicks. You have unlocked
Yes!
Ah,
the wolf lock.
there we
There we
go.
go. Okay, now let's use the one with 4 teeth on the other
Oh my
lock.
Yep.
God.
You take it out and move. One of them was a joke. One of them was a fake key to throw you off the scent.
Power word kill.
Damn.
Okay. Who has the final key?
I think Azo has all the keys, doesn't he?
I guess he's got the one remaining, I suppose that would be.
Yeah, I have the last one at this point. Yeah. I'll go to the remaining one and slip that puppy in.
Okay, so you take the key with 5 teeth on it, you put it into the snake keyhole, give it a twist, and it clicks. You have unlocked all 4 locks, and that compartment that is in the middle of this pedestal here, underneath the statue, kind of in between its legs, there's kind of a low rumbling as it begins to slide and open. And it reveals inside of this little, it's a little square compartment that is probably about 4 or 5 inches deep, 4 or 5 inch square, complete cube, 4 inches. Inside of this little compartment is it looks to be a plain looking silver ring, but there looks to be like an engraving of a snake's head. So it looks like a ring where like a snake is kind of eating its tail, just made of plain silver.
Whoa.
Neat.
And I would say, Aaron, it probably hasn't been a full 10 minutes. Your detect magic is probably still up. This ring is glowing.
It's a glowing! Yeah, yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, then yeah, I would sit down and cast Identify to this.
Okay. Another
And
10.
you know what? Let me see. I'm just going to cast it instantly because I can.
Oh,
Okay, fantastic. You you mutter the incantation, hold out your hands, and touch the ring, and you learn its properties. This is a ring of disappearance.
ooh.
You can use it to cast invisibility once per day.
Dang. Not bad.
As Identify reveals it to you, Avaros in your head will say, I wasn't sure you and your cronies were going to crack the code.
Cronies?
I would
Who
say
the
color me
fuck
impressed,
is
but it's really not that impressive. It was a simple fix. Color me surprised, rather.
Okay, bitch.
Let me fight him.
Yeah, I will say nothing to that. Nothing at all.
Don't egg him on.
Good,
Don't egg
good.
him on.
Yeah, no, nothing. Is this the ring of what again?
Disappearance.
Disappearance.
Should be in there. Is it popping up?
Let me check. It's a little bit slow.
Okay. Well, let me know if you can't find it. I put
Okay,
it in.
I did find it.
Okay, I put it into D&D
Did.
Beyond. You guys can decide who gets to hang on to that.
Yeah, I'll definitely explain to everyone what this is.
Yeah. So basically, it's a ring. It lets you cast invisibility once per day.
Okay, yeah, so I'll explain to everyone. This ring can make one invisible for a time, for whatever purpose we may need.
It does require attunement to work, so someone will have to attune to it.
Yeah. Does anyone have a particular need to be invisible?
I don't.
I could
Why
attune to it until someone else may need, but
why would we need to go invisible?
well, I will say it will prevent one from getting hit. And I've been hit a lot.
Right. Well, I certainly don't need it.
I don't need it.
Not a fair fight if the
You
enemy
can
can't
have it,
see.
Aaron.
Okay. Now I'll attune to it and use it for now.
Okay. All right. So you have cracked the code of this desecrated shrine. I guess desecrated is not the right word. This old and crumbled shrine. You have cracked the code to it, and you have Finn up on a sort of pyre. By this time, the sun's probably starting to creep down a little bit. It's almost time to hit the sack. Azel, and anyone else, is there anything you'd like to do with Finn and this pyre that you have built for him?
Azel would. Do the others know exactly what the function is of what I built?
I think
I
it's
don't
pretty
think I
obvious. I
would.
mean, it's a pile of wood with a dead guy on top of it.
Okay, good. Well, I'm just gonna leave then, hoping he'll wake up. No. I think Azel would probably just start trying to fight back tears. Yeah, and he would probably just start sobbing, honestly, just as he's like looking at it.
Okay.
Alondra, seeing Azel cry, would probably walk up by him and be like, would you like me to do the honors and you can say some nice words about our fallen companion?
Azel is gonna nod and hand his tinderbox to Alondra. didn't even know him for that long, but felt like family to me. Took me in and traveled with us, cooked for us, cared for us like we were his own. I know that he was a good, well-versed traveler, an adventurer, and sad to say goodbye now. I wish I was strong enough to save him, but if only I was strong enough I could save him.
As he finishes up those words, Alondra will walk up to the little thing that Azel has done for Finn and will start to light the wood on fire.
Okay. You give the tinderbox 1, 2, 3 strikes and make sparks, and the sparks finally catch on the this sort of pyre that Azel has put together. And it takes a little bit for the flames. They kind of start slow and low in the bottom, and then grow into more of a roar. And soon you guys are looking at a bonfire, kind of right as the sun is setting. The sun is dipping, and it's all painting the sky kind of gold and purple as the darkness begins to fall and the moon rises. The bonfire rises up and ignites, and you all can, say your final goodbyes to Finn, and burns for a couple hours before putting itself out and burning down, and then you guys can feel free to bed for the night. I don't know if you have a watch or anything like that you want to set up, but or anything else you want to accomplish before a long rest, but you can feel free to. We can start the process of that if you're ready.
Yeah. Azel, or I think maybe we should keep a watch. I could take the first shift.
That would be smart. Norn, on that pyre, I'm gonna toss a paper that has some writing into the bonfire, by the way.
Okay.
I'll write to you what was on that paper here.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, yeah, so I can take any watch.
And then, Alondra, you only need your 4-hour trance.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so you guys can set your watch, and then that's where we'll call this episode of Dungeon Stories. We'll pull that to a close.
Sweet.
Nice. We kind of ended on a little bit of a bummer, but hey, you guys solved a puzzle.
We did.
Yay!
I feel like it was just luck too.
Did you guys
I
Jenny,
figured it out.
Yeah, Jenny got it?
Yeah.
What
was it, Jenny? Please tell me.
I don't know if Alondra would have gotten it, so each tooth represented a letter. So bat has 3 letters in the word, wolf has 4. I think it helped that I wrote it out so I could actually see it.
On that big brain stuff, dude.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Way to go, Jenny. Congratulations.
Jeez.
Yay!
That puzzle's from
good.
Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. The last chapter of that book is puzzles, and I was like, I really want to use one of these because there are some fun ones in there. So, that said, don't read that chapter of Tasha's because
Damn it!
because I might use them because I think
I
they're
was
fun.
about to buy the book just for the heck of it.
Well, you should still do that because D&D Beyond right now is on sale, 25% off every book on the marketplace. So, sorry listeners, it probably won't be by the time I publish this. I think it lasts until May 10th, I want to say, so maybe it will be, but
It'll
there's
be like on May 10th when
yeah,
you
there's a good
upload
there's a
it.
good chance the sale will be done. But for you, my friends, I'll let you know. Every book on D&D Beyond is 25% off. So, I don't know. It's worth a check
Yay.
out.
Sheesh.
With that, guys, we want to thank you for listening. It means the world to us. We love it, and we love playing D&D, even if no one listens. So, but we appreciate you coming along. It means a lot to us. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. If you're listening on iTunes, a 5-star rating really helps us. And if you're listening anywhere at all, on any platform or any location on the Earth or outside of the Earth, in space possibly,
Our alien
it
friends.
would be really cool if you just told people about the show. If someone said, I'm looking
Yeah.
for a new podcast, or I'm into D&D, if you just say, check out Dungeon Stories. That would be really cool. We would really appreciate that. So just get the word out. We love making the show, and we would love more people to experience it with us. So with that, everyone, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Dungeon Stories, and we'll see you next time.
Mhm.
Bye.
Yeah.
Gracias.